Hey, what happened to you? I was in the military. No, but I mean, what happened? We were conducting a raid and they wanted to do it at noon. I asked them, could we do it like in the early morning, but they wanted to do it at noon. It was hot. And you know what I mean? The dye got to running down and it blinded me. I was like in the middle of a field. It blinded me. And I got hit, you know, for my enhancements. That's pretty much what happened. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and this is Racist of the Week, where we explore the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination and hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@reesewaters.com. It's now November, and this is a monthly occasion. Megyn Kelly, come on down. Megyn Kelly has too much to say about black women's hair after Michelle Obama's book release. Michelle Obama has been open about the pressure she faced as the first black first lady, but according to Megyn Kelly, she's making it all up. Run. Run, Megyn Kelly. Run. Nah, you don't talk about the black woman's hair. Just run. Just log off. Log off for a couple of days. You heard what Chris Tucker said about a black man's radio?
Never touch a black man's radio, boy.
The only reason he didn't say a black woman's hair because that got cut for length for the movie. But those don't do it.
You can get your ass killed out here, man.
Conservative commentator Megyn Kelly is yet again talking about black women. This time around, she's coming from former First Lady Michelle Obama and black women's hair. Obama just released her new picture book, The Look, which delves deep into some of her most iconic fashion and beauty moments. In the book, she explains the pressure she faced as the first black First Lady in the White House and her style often being criticized. Black women have been outspoken about harsh critiques and even the discrimination they often face because of their natural hair in the workplace. These concerns eventually led to the Crown Act being created in 2019. But according to Kelly, Obama is exaggerating her unfair treatment, declaring that black women don't face struggles regarding their hair. Megyn Kelly, what black man hurt you? Now, I need to know what was his name? I need to know what is your obsession? I need to know what is your, you like the white cast members on Love and Hip Hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, you ain't got nothing else to do? This how you gonna spend your time? Well, hey, you signed up to be here. We gonna drag you.
I'm ready.
It's Michelle Obama, who's promoting a new book on her special fashion, and sat down with People magazine and said the following in SOT 26.
Here as women of color, that the way our hair naturally grows out of our head, it's beautiful. But if we struggle to make it look like the standard, that means we are spending thousands of hours and lots of money straightening out what is naturally curly hair, right? And that takes time out of your life. It costs money.
Okay. So what she's saying is she's bitter because society's standards, in her view, don't allow black women to just walk around with their natural hair.
I got a question. Who sounds bitter? Who sounds bitter? Well, you got to find another word then, because that you know, or change your tone. You know what I mean? Who sounds bitter? You know. You even did the head nod thing. Do you always do that when you introduce black people? I don't watch too much of your content, so I don't know. I know last time we were here, you were talking about Jasmine Crockett, and it was, you know.
A tough area of South Dallas. You know, you hear her speak. She tries to talk street like, okay.
Is that, I need to understand. Black people give you the shakes or something?
That is bullshit. Black women can walk around with whatever hair they want. Only in Michelle Obama's warped mind do white people not like them unless their hair looks like white hair?
Okay. Black women can walk around with whatever hair they want. Okay. Well, naturally, I expect to see a lot of posts from you blasting MAGA for their characterizations of Black women's hair. I just mentioned Jasmine Crockett is a whole lot of those. I would naturally see a lot of you defending Black women's right to wear hair however they choose, right, Megyn Kelly? And it's also funny too, because weren't we just here not that long ago with you critiquing Jamel Hill and makeup? You were talking about makeup with Jamel Hill.
First of all, a coat of mascara would be your friend. I'm just going to tell this to you, woman to woman on television. You need a little work, and you should have them back off the camera a little bit because you are not attractive enough to have that extreme close-up. Push away your laptop, Jamel, and add a filter or two. Honestly, like, we actually don't use any on this show because I do put on makeup so I look presentable, but you need work because you can't both be ugly on the outside and the inside. You need to choose one, okay? Choose one.
So Black women can wear whatever hair they want, but they have to have a specific kind of makeup. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's the through line here? You know, like the face has to be beat to the guys, but the hair could just be whatever. Like, you know, actually, that makes some sense for you.
And here's the other thing. The nerve of this woman to pretend that Black women are the only women who have to spend a bunch of time getting their natural hair to conform to these alleged society standards. Because virtually every woman I know, every woman spends a shit ton of time on her hair and wants it to look better than God made it. It's not a Black thing. It's a human thing, and it's especially a woman thing. But she's always reducing everything to race.
Now, I will give you that, Megyn Kelly. I will give you that. I spend a ton of time on my hair. Actually, it was daytime when I started making this video, but I had to get my enhancements in. So, I'm gonna use that Beijing. I had to go all the way across town to get that Beijing because Byron had bought it all around here. Would you leave me alone? People spend a lot of time on their hair. Here's the thing. You talk about it being a human thing. Was it a human thing when Fox News was doing segment after segment after segment about Michelle Obama and her appearance? You talk about it being a human thing. Where is your defense of Michelle Obama being, you know, a human with all of the big Mike memes that you guys love on the right wing? Is that a human thing too? It seems that the experience that she was describing was being Black and being in the spotlight as the First Lady of the United States of America, which you wouldn't know anything about. That's what it sounds like. What was the word you used? Bitter? Was that it?
She mentioned it again on, let me see. Yeah, it's Thought 21. Here she is again, more on the hair. This is with Robin Roberts.
That was intentional. But it's like having me, the former First Lady, a Black woman, show up in the world in her natural hair. Even if I didn't do it for those 8 years, I understood the importance of doing it at some point and signaling a message to young girls and to professionals out there. Stay out of our hair, you know? We're just trying to get to work and do it fast and efficiently. Don't tell a Black woman how to wear her hair. How I wear my hair should be my choice. And it shouldn't be illegal. It shouldn't be something that can't be done if you're part of the military.
And what? Oh, so it's a Black woman who you can't tell how to wear her hair. Can you tell the white women? How about the Asians? The Indian women. How about Indian women? They have very thick hair. A lot of times it's curly. It gets unruly. I'm sure they have to do the irons just like you, Michelle. Just like white women do too. By the way, I've burned my hair to the high heavens with those irons. Like, who is she fucking kidding? Everything is about poor boo fucking who Michelle Obama and
especially when you get around the topic of race. It's nonstop.
You know, Megyn Kelly, it would have been easier for you to just rerun the clip where you said you haven't felt the same since Obama. That would have been better. You know, the superiority that you felt, it just hasn't been the same. You know, this white supremacy don't hit like it used to. You know what I mean? This 2025 white supremacy just, yeah. That would have been better. You know, this was a poor recreation of that, but you know, keep trying. I know you're going to be back here. I know you're not going to give it up. By the way, this is what Michelle Obama said.
It's freedom. You know, I mean, this is what we understand about our hair as women of color, that the way our hair naturally grows out of our head, it's beautiful. But if we struggle to make it look like the standard, that means we are spending thousands of hours and lots of money straightening out what is naturally curly hair, right? And that takes time out of your life. It costs money. Braids allow me to get them done, and then that's one less thing that I have to think about. I can put them up in a ponytail, I can tie them back, I can have them out, I can diversify, but I still have freedom. And that's what I want in my life. While I love, changing my styles and doing all the fun things with hair, when I'm out of the public eye, I am swimming. I am playing tennis. I work out. I like to be active. I don't want to have a stylist with me, because a hair can't get out of place, right? And braids represent that kind of freedom for me. Also, I understood the symbolism of me wearing braids as the former first lady. I wasn't sure whether the country was ready for it yet. The Crown Act hadn't been passed yet. There was a lot that we were trying to do. And just like fashion, I didn't want my hair to become a distraction. But I understood the significance of wearing braids to our portrait unveiling. I wanted to send a message as well to young women and to all of us as women that we should be the ones determining what is appropriate for our hair. Not our boss, not our workplace, not some standard that doesn't even reflect us. Let us be the ones who make the decisions about how we want our hair. And if I want to wear it straight, if I want bangs, if I want braids, if I want them up, if I want to add a little color to it, let that be my business. Nothing is inappropriate. So I wanted to send that message. I wanted to add to the chorus of Black women in places of power, saying this too is an appropriate and beautiful way to wear your hair.
And far be it for her to talk about her experience as the the only Black First Lady of America, but also an experience that dovetails with the experiences of untold number of other Black women that are in these professional spaces. Far be it for her to express herself and talk about her experience without hearing from the Megyn Kellys of the world. Black women's hair is 2.5 times more likely to be perceived as unprofessional. Because of this, 2/3 of Black women change their hair for a job interview. Nearly half of Black women under 34 feel pressured to have a headshot with straight hair. And you know what? Shout out to Dove for platforming that as well. Michelle Obama happened to mention the military.
So with the new Army regulation standards for hair, I'm being told that I fall under the guidelines of this. So my hair is not short on the sides and then longer on the top. It's even all the way around. I'm being told it can't be even all the way around. And my hair needs to look like this white drawing. Short on the sides, 2 inches on top. They're telling me I need to cut my hair to 2 inches. I'm not understanding how this discriminatory reg is supposed to meet. Like, my hair is curly. I shouldn't have to straighten it. It goes against my religious preferences to be cutting my hair. But 2 inches is wild. I can have a 6-inch ponytail, but I can only have 2 inches of short hair on my hair. Like, this is just getting so out of hand. Why are the people who are making these regs not accounting for texture? Like, this makes absolutely no sense.
So a ponytail could be as long as it wants, but she has to be cut. Does it say what the texture of the ponytail has to be? I mean, I know it's cornrows, but it's a ponytail in the back. So we can do that.
Stop the cap.
Literally any excuse, pretty much any excuse will do. I remember when they rejected me when I signed up because of my enhancements. They said it would run in the summer if it got too hot. I was in the desert, and then it would run down my face and it would blind me, and that's why I was unable to serve. So, shout out, thank everybody for their service. I couldn't do it because of my enhancement. So, that would have been the worst conversation ever in heaven. Hey, what happened to you? I was in the military. No, but I mean, what happened? We were conducting a raid and they wanted to do it at noon. I asked them, could we do it like in the early morning, but they wanted to do it at noon. It was hot. And you know what I mean? The dye got to running down and it blinded me. I was like in the middle of a field. It blinded me. And I got hit, for my enhancements. That's pretty much what happened. They couldn't take it off my face for the funeral. I had it all over my forehead for the funeral too. So people are acting like Obama is making things up. Let's test that theory. I typed into Google black female Fox News hosts. These are the people that I saw. The point? That black women that go into business seem to straighten their hair for some reason. And then I found this. This alone is a reason why black women to this day do not wear their natural hair or like it. Look it up and get educated. If you knew the trauma behind black women's hair, you wouldn't make such blasé statements about it. Did you know when black women wore their hair out beautifully in the 1700s, there was a law passed that meant they had to cover it as it was seen to cause white men to cheat? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You mean to tell me one white man cheated, got caught, told his wife it was her hair that caused me to cheat, and they went so far into the denial bag that they passed a whole law because he got caught? That's definitely what happened. That is definitely, you don't need to tell me.
This is egregious work. This is nasty, egregious work.
And another thing you don't need to tell me is about where all of this animus stems from, because I mentioned Jemele Hill in the beginning. I recall her story about Megyn Kelly standing in line to take a picture at Christmas time with the Obamas.
So it was a lot of media members. This was like, I guess, the media version of the Obama's holiday party, where they invite people from both sides of the aisle, come there, and sometimes the president is there and first lady, sometimes they're not. On this night, they were there. And I remember seeing Megyn Kelly in the receiving line to get a picture with the Obamas. And I thought that was super interesting because I was thinking, now don't you spend pretty much your whole damn broadcast talking about how this man ain't shit, and here you are lining up to go.
Now that is interesting. All of this animus that's coming out now, when that's how you were moving when they were in the White House. And it makes some financial sense. It definitely makes some financial sense for you to stake out this ground, because there's always an appetite for anti-blackness now, isn't there? Right? Because that's literally exactly what Michelle Obama was talking about. You're proving her point. I'm not sure what point she's trying to make. Women with thin hair struggle, women with curly hair struggle, women with too much hair struggle, women with short hair struggle. What the hell is a standard hairstyle? Did you just hit me with all hair matters? Is that what you did? You just hit me with all hair matters? Echoing what Megyn Kelly said, all hair matters. And it's also fascinating how now all of a sudden we're ignorant of there being any sort of beauty standard. See, this is the thing. I'm not going to argue with you about whether there is a beauty standard. I'm going to force you to stand on business about there not being a beauty standard. You sure? We can keep that energy. No. We can keep. Megyn Kelly said we can come with whatever hair we want. She struggles to straighten out her hair. Maybe she should stop being a cultural appropriator.
What, bitch? What?
Hey, all hair matters. All hair matters. Yeah, you gotta clean up. You gotta clean up a comment back there. Because she talking about cultural appropriation and ain't no standard. So it's just like you said. So talk to her. Go get her. And she don't think white girls have curly hair that needs to be straightened or that they spend hours and lots of money fixing their hair too. Democrats paint their black folks as so pathetic, needy, and dumb. And no, Michelle, Snap should not cover hair care. Hey, Black MAGA. That's y'all. Yeah, hey. Go get her. Snap. She said snap about the former first lady. That's y'all's fault.
I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood. Today.
I have a question. Have any other first ladies like written books and memoirs? They mostly all do. They all talk about their experience in the White House and whatnot and the challenges and struggles. Huh. But this is the pushback that Michelle Obama is getting from people saying that it's not any different while they push back on her experience as first lady. She's lying again. Women of color aren't victims of their own curls. Black women love their natural hair. Always have, always will. We don't need pity from this trollop, Michelle Obama, or a lecture about texture. We need truth, not another round of race-based whining to stay relevant.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Look at your dumb ass say it.
Sir, are you bald? Are you bald? And you want to, who let you in the hair discussion? No, we don't take plus ones. I'm sorry. We don't take plus ones. You know? I mean, really, it's also a women's hair discussion, but you know what I mean? Okay, we'll see your way out. And take the word trollop with you too.
Michelle Obama said the most ridiculous, I didn't want to wear my braids and show my blackness in the White House because we feel like America wasn't ready for that. What? Who do you think voted for you? Because there was only at that time 40 million black people. You want to say a small portion were Republicans that did not want to vote for you. The other small portion were young people that just didn't give a shit. So who do you think put you in the White House? You think black folks, black Americans, while your policies, your husband policies, the Democratic policies is to eradicate black community, black people with this whole abortion movement, you think it was us who put you in the White House? Stop it. You didn't wear braids because whoever that was in charge of your PR told you not to wear no damn braids. You didn't want to embrace your blackness, but you and your husband embraced the shit out of that Fruity Pebble community.
Was that AI? That was AI? That was a wait, you mean to tell me a real black MAGA went to talk about braids but cover his hair, hit his head, and poke his lip out like a whole minstrel show in 20? Yeah, they're reckoning it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't came and got him yet. Funny how they cry cultural appropriation, yet they straighten their hair to try and look like white women. Oh yeah, Beyonce, the bastion of blackness, wears fake blonde hair and lightens her skin in photos. Apparently Beyonce doesn't think black is that beautiful. Apparently, you don't think you're that beautiful because you don't even have a photo. That's right. You don't even have a photo. You logged on to Al Green's internet, made a whole account talking about Michelle Obama and Beyonce, and you don't even see fit to show your face at all. You know what I mean? This is the lack of self-reflection that Megyn Kelly just embodies.
The thing about Michelle Obama is she's always negative. Everything she says has got a negative spin on it. She's negative about the country. She's negative about her time as first lady. She's very negative about her husband.
Who's always negative? Who's always negative? Huh? Who's always negative, Megyn Kelly? That was as bad as when you said bitter earlier.
I fully believe that they have a bad marriage. She did not marry the right person. It's not a good match. She almost never says anything nice about him.
Oh, so they got a bad marriage? To my knowledge, I never recall Don Lemon accusing Michelle Obama's husband of looking at his.
And by the way, Megyn, let me just say something. Deal with your own house and tell your husband to stop looking at my husband across the room. It's weird.
You know, I don't know that that's happened. So apparently that means it's a good marriage. Is that what you're saying?
Speaking of people who continue to play the victim, even though they're not, here is today's daily dose of Michelle Obama, who has been out there trying to promote her terrible podcast that has absolutely no fan following. And she decided everything she says and does is a complaint. Everything. And so she winds up talking to Tina Knowles, also better known as Beyonce's mother, about marriage and divorce, which is Michelle's favorite topic, one of them at least. Number one is how much she hates her time as first lady. She hated it. And number two, I mean, you could go either way, how racist the country is and how much she can't stand it. And then we're coming in, at least in the top three, is her negative comments about her husband and her marriage. Here she is talking with Tina Knowles about number three, sort of.
I love the way you talk about the need to get your independence, because your marriage wasn't always what it should have been.
Right. Okay, so she's going right in, like, independent.
Megyn Kelly, who is producing your show? Now, because why would they have you be spending time on a no-name podcast that nobody follows, hosted by somebody with no fans? Like, why? You know what I mean? Why would you be talking about somebody so insignificant over and over and over and over and over and over again? And I'm not even done. Like, I got a whole nother one. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. And if anybody actually watches your show, they would know this. That would only work for somebody that never really watches your show, which is the thing that you're accusing her of. See, it's...
Michelle Obama's on this book tour, and she continues to complain. I mean, you would think this woman had just a horrible life, a really rough time here in the United States of America, to listen to her. Instead of... She got into Princeton on affirmative action.
Hey, white men, hey, we got an affirmative action show. We got an affirmative action podcast. It's hosted by a white woman. Come get it. White men, come get your platform. Come get your because she ain't learned. She ain't learned about all the DEI stuff. She ain't learned. So go ahead and get your platform, white men. And by the way, I'm pretty sure her name is Megyn Kelly. I'm pretty sure she's voting too. I'm pretty sure she's voting and she's working. So y'all got to come get all that. Yeah, teach her about Christian nationalism. I would think she would have known too, but you know what I mean? She acting ignorant of the whole entire thing. So some lessons got to be learned the hard way.
She got a job at a Chicago law firm. She married the future president of the United States. She became first lady. She had 4 Vogue magazine covers.
And how I showed up in the world played a huge role in just reminding people that we're normal people. Yes, we're black. But we bleed red and we love red, white, and blue.
Everyone knows that. You don't have to keep reminding us that you're black, just like your friend Karine Jean-Pierre. You don't have to work it into every single conversation, and also raise it as a way of saying the country's racist. We're normal, even though we're black. Weird white people who are racists and hate us because of our skin color. That's what she's saying. She said the other day they didn't get the same grace other first families got because of skin color. I'm sick of it.
Now, Megyn Kelly, you ain't slick. You ain't slick at all, because you knew he said last year Reese Waters had a troll of the year, and this year I have to combat Trump and Stephen Miller and Elon Musk and the Vivek Ramaswamis of the world and the Black MAGAs. And you really wanted to cut through for troll of the year. You know what I mean? And here you are trying to make a push at the end of the year. Like, I can tell. I'm doing the exact same thing on my Spotify rap, like playing a bunch of music I ain't listened to all year, so it look better. Like, come on, why you acting like this my first rodeo? Oh, we got another one? I'll tell you, Booker T. Washington knew about people like Michelle Obama over 100 years ago. And here you have a quote from Booker T. Washington in his book, My Larger Education, from a white woman. We have white women posting Booker T. Washington memes to shame black people racially. Oh man, because they taking Black MAGA jobs now. That's crazy. They didn't just kick Black MAGA out. Now they just taking the jobs and didn't even change the profile photo. You know what I mean? Didn't even do the basics to change the profile photo. But I can tell you this, Megyn Kelly, she might get your nomination for Troll of the Year, because that was pretty good. That was pretty good, if I'm being honest. And she was less smug too. That helps. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Y'all still booing Trump? It's been days. No, you good, but just quiet down. I'm trying to make some content over here. I gotta give a quick shout out to my editors that have been absolutely killing it. My man Denzel, as well as Boz, who's been coming through crucial. However, they could use some help.
Help me! Help me!
You know, some reinforcements, a day off every now and again.
I'm so tired, but also hungry.
I should probably feed them and get them some fresh air every now and again. That probably would be good. I know it's been a while since I solicited for help, but I might be reaching out to some of you guys. So if you get an email like weeks after you reached out to me, don't be alarmed. And of course, if you have a particular set of skills and would like to join the team, hit me up at admin@reesewaters.com. Speaking of joining the team, congratulations to all of our members. We just recently hit 3,000. And you know what that means? No, not like the movie Mr. 3000. Although I will take Bernie Mac's career arc though. I will take that. No, it means a members live. Y'all remember how crazy it got last time.
Nasty bitch.
So be on the lookout for notifications for that, as well as discounts on merch. And yes, we got some new stuff out there. Is that a Kamala was right and a release the files? Oh, it's going to be FAFO when I hit the streets in this. I'ma kill them this wintertime. Speaking of merch, no, I'm getting to you, Lee. I'm getting to you, Lee. I received this email from my man, Lee, who said, discouraged, depleted, can't find merch to meet it. Hey Reese team, I woke up this morning ready to bless my closet with some Reese Waters gear, had my card out, playlist on, and my confidence high. I hit the site and got hyped to see those dope t-shirts and hoodies. That North Carolina blue RWT, fire. The black discouraged, depleted, but never defeated shirt, instant classic. Now the racism shirt, man, that segment alone deserves its own museum wing. Though Who Raised Y'all, which needs its own shirt, might be tied for first. But here's my problem. None, and I mean none of the shirts or hoodies come in 3XL. That's a personal attack on my confidence and my brisket intake. I'm a proud black man living in Arkansas, so you already know the struggle and the appetite. Can the 3XL brethren get some love too? I'm speaking on behalf of the discouraged, depleted, but never defeated, but definitely well-fed sized members of the channel. As somebody who used to always ask the clerks at Marshall's if this shirt came in bird chest, I know exactly what you mean, and that is something we will absolutely work on. Thank you so much for reaching out. You can always hit me up at admin@reesewaters.com. I'm going to be hitting you guys up for some year-end awards. More on that a little bit later, but as well as a Thanksgiving video, which I would like your input on as well. So check out the polls. You can catch them in the community tab, also via email. Is there any room left in the booing? Y'all got space? Upper deck? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll be back. Boo! I ain't been this proud of DC since we won the Stanley Cup.